It's one of the best things I ever bought. A blindfold mask. And actually I didn't buy this. Actually maybe I did. Can't remember. But my mate Mike Arnstein from New York gave me one of these back in, I think it's 2012. And this is well used. It's like smoothed around. Probably smells like cat piss. But it's a really good thing to have if you're a cyclist, not sponsored. And you can see it's all creased up. So basically you'll see if you're doing right a girlfriend, you get free one of these after 6 months. And they are just a fantastic thing to have, blindfold. One of the best things that I've ever used in my life. And thank you, Mike, for giving that to me. And thank you, Mike, as well for a lot of things. But just giving it to me and saying, dude, you got to try this. Versus just, oh yeah, blindfold, that's a good idea. He was just like, dude, try this. It's like an idea. I'm like, dude, try this. Do this. Do this. So when someone in your life does that sort of personality, then they're good to have around. Because they're a person that's not afraid to say, dude, do this. Get the results. So the blindfold mask, fantastic investment there. Any mask, even you can use a t-shirt. Actually today I couldn't find it. I used a t-shirt over my eyes, a cotton organic t-shirt. That works just as good as well. So it's just, I don't know, man, sleep is so under talked about. I just woke up from a sleep, if you feel, can't tell. But I had like a 3-hour nap just this afternoon, just laid down, did a running race this morning, won it, did a 17-18. And every week, every Saturday I do a running race. There's a local running race we have here. Hundreds of people turn up. Sometimes you get the gun runners, the Olympic level runners, and state runners. Sometimes you don't. So, it's good they don't turn up because I can win easy. But it's just, so many people put this effort in racing and this and sleep. People talk about bling, aero bike, steel, carbon, blah, 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 Dura-Ace compact, oval rings, power meter, no power meter. But sleep, who was talking about sleep? Not many people. How much sleep do you need? You need enough. You need enough. So I did the race this morning. Had my water, have my carbs afterwards. Always have something beforehand as well, just something small. Had a couple of pieces of crystallized ginger. That's really good, really sugary. And then me and Tasha cruised down the bikes, had to do some errands, pick up some mirrors. And then I came home, had my water, more water, more carbs, and just had a nap. And it ended up being 3 hours. I didn't use any caffeine this morning. There's stims. I like my music, things like that. And the thing is, when you use stimulation from stims like caffeine, which could include green tea, chocolate, coffee, caffeine pills, no-dose, gels, all these things contain caffeine. They contain caffeine or theobromine. Or you could be using things like Adderall, Ritalin. That's not a stimulant. That's it fucking is, man. It's like street speed, basically. But a bit purer. Cocaine, all these things are all central modafinil, the central nervous stimulants. And so they really pep you up. They cause a rise in adrenaline, largely. And it's a flight or flight response. So you basically whip your adrenaline glands to when you use those things. So if you're going to use them sparingly. Use them sparingly. I might use them for boarding things like cleaning the house or maybe doing some tax stuff or HTML websites, stuff like that, to focus on boring stuff. But in terms of races, I rarely use them. I just use music or whatever, or just use that. If you've got someone to compete against, that's really, really good. That's really, really good. If you're going to use stims, though, don't use them every day. Because if you do, you'll burn yourself out. You make yourself look really older than you are. You'll affect your thyroid. I've known so many people who hit the stims hard in their 20s, and then once in their 30s or 40s or 50s, they get Hashimoto's disease. Hashimoto's is where your thyroid is basically being attacked, some autoimmune system disease. And so when you how stimulants cause that? When you're on stims, you cannot get enough REM sleep. It doesn't matter if you take sleeping tablets, you can't get enough deep sleep. Right? And so when you're using stimulants every day, then you're never getting that deep sleep as if you had no stims. Simple as that. So, that's a huge one people don't understand. Then they're tired the next day. Oh, I need a coffee. No. Have some water, have some sugar. Oh, I can't do sugar. Sugar's bad. I need coffee instead. It's like, man, you got Hashimoto's in the post coming soon. Thyroid coming soon for you. Or depression, anxiety in the meantime. So get as much sleep as you need. That's one thing I always tell my people I'm coaching. Sleep, 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 water, sugar. If you're tired, get a nap. Get some water, knock back a quart of water, have some carbs, knock them back, have a nap. You're going to feel like a fucking $1,000,000 when you wake up. Or you'll be like, oh, I do that and I feel groggy when I wake up. That's because you went into some deep, deep recovery. You know, I've woken up before from deep sleeps after big Ks in the bike. I've woken up and I'm like, is this real life? I'm almost like, am I going into some sort of psychosis? Am I going crazy? Like, wow, you just go into such deep sleep. I remember in 1999, I was working when I first worked as a personal trainer in 1999. Being October, it's just been a big year. I was just so cooked. I started having a nap during the day. You know, I always felt guilty for doing a nap during the day. I'd have coffee or tea or just try and keep myself up. And I had this nap during the day, and I just woke up and I was just like, man, that was deep. But I'm like in this weird alternate universe right now. I felt whacked out. I'm like, oh, I overslept. I've overslept. You can't oversleep, man. Like, you can't oversleep. You can't oversleep. You can oversleep your alarm. You can miss the flight. You can piss the bed. But you can't oversleep. You can shit the bed, maybe. But you can't oversleep, alright? So don't let anyone ever feel, guilty for sleeping. Imagine if like a baby. Like babies, sleeping. No, the cunt's had enough sleep. Wake it up. Slap it. You're slapping the baby around. You're putting water on the baby. Wake up, baby. You wouldn't do that. But as an adult, it's like, come on, you lazy fuck, get up, wake up. Alright. Go to bed early. Get enough sleep. Don't let anyone say you're sleeping too much. Just go to bed early. People on their phones at night time in the bed, they're stressing out about the trolls and what someone said and who unfollowed them and all this sort of shit, man. Social media is my life, it's my career, it's my passion, it's my purpose. And I get at a deep level that most people will never get, the dynamic of trolls, being trolled, etc. I understand that at a deep, deep level. And one of the biggest tips is, don't worry about that shit, because that's part of the territory. It's like getting flat tires. It's like getting dust on a frame that's been hung on the wall for a couple of years. Part of the territory. Big breath. Relax. Right? It's just the internet reality. It's not real life. It's not real life. So, but people, and then they go to bed and they're stressed about it and blah, blah, blah. And I've done that before. That's why I can speak with such conviction about so many topics, because I've been there, done that. Wasted time, wasted looks, wasted money, wasted health, wasted all sorts of things, stressing about shit in the big picture that means fuck all. Fuck all. Alright? So, learn from my advice. Alright? I'm 42, been around the world. I literally been around the world, been around a lot, and having a lot of amazing experiences, a lot of so-so experiences, but all these experiences I've had make me a much more qualified coach. You don't learn this shit at university. You learn this shit by living and coaching thousands of people over the last 23 years since I've been coaching people. Started with friends. I want to lose weight. What do I do? I'm like, let's look at nutrition. Let's do a walk. Let's go do ride bikes. Let's go do shit. 1996 is when I started. And even before that, I was like looking after spiders. I'd have a spider in my yard, it'd be dehydrated, refeed it back up, and then let it go, re-release. So I started off when I was 8 years old, being aware of hydration, not even for myself, but more for the animals. Then I started going, hang on, well, if the spider's dehydrated, what about me? In 1996, my martial arts teacher introduced me to clear urine. One of the biggest things of daytime fatigue is dehydration. If you're tired after a meal, I have some carbs or I have some lunch, you haven't had enough water. You've probably been at work, you're talking all day, you're wearing a suit, you're wearing a dress, you're in aircon, maybe a flight hostess, and you talk, you got your hair on, or you got your long hair, and your makeup on, and, if you got long hair as a girl, you got your hair on, like coming down your head, that's a fucking heat rug right there, alright? You got a scarf on, or a shirt tied, done up, in the aircon, you live working in Bangkok, that shit's hot, that shit's dehydrating you. So then, look how much coffee people have every day. So they're tired, it's like, got a coffee, you want a coffee, you want a coffee, coffee run, Starbucks. There's lineups at Starbucks, man. Have your coffee if you want, man, but no fucking way every day. No way every day. You're just cooking yourself. You're causing yourself depression, from not enough sleep, Hashimoto's symptoms. Man, don't learn the hard way, man. Don't learn the hard way. Don't learn the hard way. Learn the easy way. Learn the do and right way. Why suffer more? Simple as that. Anyway, you want more advice? Join my coaching group, doinit.com. The best out there, the best value. You want more of this? Get it. Don't suffer. Get as much sleep as you want. How much sleep do you need? You need enough sleep. There's no such thing as too much. There's definitely too little. Get enough. Get enough sleep.